Okay. Okay. All right. Who do we have here tonight? Okay. It's 7:03. All right. So who do we have here? Let me see. Let me see. Okay. We got Debbie Bailey. Hi, Debbie. All right. See, some of y'all did not have to wait too long to give me. We got Cheryl Merritt, Brianna Camarati. Brianna, you've been here before. Hi. Love 1985-11. I am not late. It is 7:03. Okay. All right. Let's do shots off real quick. We have a hi, Nate. Nate is an OG raindrop. We love Nate in this building. Thank you to all my raindrops. I love y'all so much. Okay. Succulent baby. Carlos put on a show or a shirt. We got Brandy from Detroit. We got Britt, B. Ashley, Britt in Duluth, Siren Songstress, Shirley B from the DMV. We got T Pride. We got Caramel Dream. I love caramel. I love chocolate in foreign countries. I got an update from Marsau, by the way. We got to talk about some things before we break down. Sidewalk, Carlos, did you move? I missed the closet. First of all, okay, I want to address this. Yes, I'm outside, and yes, it's new for me. One of my raindrops, who was very kind, asked me if the African kicked me out. The answer is no. Y'all are so messy. No, that did not happen. Wait, this is my gate. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hello. Hi, Miss Isaac. All right. So there you go. I'm not kicked out the house. Okay. The gate still calls me, baby. So no. As a matter of fact, yes, my voice gets a little baritone-ish when I have calls to make. So wait, can't stay too long. It's my birthday. Going to M&F and drinks. Well, happy birthday, Lola from NOLA. Happy birthday, baby. So no, the African did not kick me out. That's number one. Number two, I own my homes. So no one's kicking me out. I'm a home owner. So the reason why you guys aren't seeing my... I told y'all he got the chest out child. Who over there? No one's over here this week. So look. So I'm traveling. I like to... It's winter season. So during winter season, I like to be in tropical places, and I'll leave it at that. But no, I did not get kicked out the house, and everything is good. But thank you so much for your concern. Okay, I am good. Life is good. Tonight we got Marsau Scott from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and we're joined by Glendale Pearson from Belle Collective, and then Dustin Ross is going to join us later to recap Potomac. But look, I am so thrilled to have you guys here. It's going to be a fun night. I had a great weekend. I hung out with my girls, and I spy a new ring money bag Lowe's. Oh, this one? So look, I like nice things. Y'all like this? The robe looks soft. Is there room for me? Caramel, you a woman? Okay, you know what? I got to bring him in. Because ever since Marsau Scott recommended I date women, this is a true story. Okay. My DMs are lit. Now, my DMs were always, it was never lit. It was kind of on a 40-watt solar bulb, I would say. Because, you know, I wasn't as shirtless. Let's call it what it is, baby. Let's call it what it is. I wasn't as shirtless. So my DMs are definitely interesting. However, in my Kimmy voice, my DMs, I have more women in my DMs than dudes. And beautiful Kimmy, I had his chocolate champagne. It was really good. Yes, I had some chocolate. It wasn't champagne, though. It was in the form of a... Cacao. Okay, so without Marsau likes chocolate in the bottle. I like chocolate in the form of somebody who is 5'9", thick in the thighs, every thug's dream right, see the lust in their eyes. Okay, so with all that being said, shout out to Eve. With all that being said, I have a lot of women in my DMs because of Marsau Scott. So it only makes sense for me to start really fast with Marsau. So please bring in the one, the only, the legend, the man, the one that you guys finally love and appreciate. Ladies, gentlemen, and they. He's not only my fellow Michigander, he is my fellow Libra, and apparently he is my matchmaker. So give it up for Marsau Scott.
The crowd's going wild, Los. What up, though?
What up, though, Marsau? Okay, what so you have Detroit versus everybody.
All day, man. You see us, Detroit Lions. What? Winning everything?
We are 9-1.
9-1, bro. I don't want to jinx it, but we're doing really well. So I got to represent the D all the time.
Yes, we are 9-1, and that's kind of my scoring board as I'm outside. So,
bro, you gotta stop, Carlos. You gotta stop, man. You're getting bad, man. You're getting bad, man.
I thought I was getting good.
Yeah, but you gotta mix it up. You gotta come on, man. You just coming straight out the gates, man. Like, man, they done turned you loose.
Well, apparently a lot of women want to turn me straight. So because of you, and this is real talk, and I mean this, I have a lot of women in my DMs.
So boy, your DM popping.
With women though.
Your DM just you gonna catch a body? Hey, you better chill out, man. Have the women DMs be men too. So you better have, man. You better stop checking them DMs like that, boss. Surprise you. Yeah, surprise you now. Carlos got turned loose, man.
No, well, they're trying to turn me out, but I have some updates for you. But I also want to bring in our other guests, ladies, gentlemen, and the one who you guys love to talk about. We got the rapper delight himself. Give it up for Glendale Pearson.
Yes, sir. And we here.
Glen, what up?
Hey, look, Carlo. Why my introduction wasn't like Marsau's? I'm just saying.
Well,
you ain't like me.
I'm just saying.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna button my thing up like.
Button it all the way up to the top. You gotta look the mirror.
You gotta
the mirror. Yeah, there you go.
Top of that.
You see that?
Yeah. You ain't gonna joke, are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Carlos.
Everyone's good, Marsau, man. What's good? I'm a schoolboy. I gotta be a choir boy for the rest of my fucking life.
Hey, you be clean though. You can be clean. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, I gotta be a choir boy for the rest of my life. I have no room for error at all.
Oh yeah.
No, so listen, I'm happy to have you guys here. So, Glen, I need to know this. How many times do you get stopped and mistaken for Little Boosie?
Oh my God, man! I swear, I can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But that's that. I mean, look, no disrespect to Boosie, man. Listen, Boosie, he'll tell you his second home is Jackson, right? Like, yeah, Boosie deep in Jackson, but you know, I don't really take that as no compliment, man. You know what? People saying that, you know, it look like I could be Flavor Flav or a little Boosie. Like, come on, man. Like, I feel like I'm a little bit more put together than that. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I ain't tripping. You know, hey, you know, country boys, man. You know how we do now. You know how we do.
Well,
It's
Glenn,
rough. It's rough though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's rough.
well, Glenn, let's be honest, all right? We all medium handsome, all right? And,
I would like to
you
think so.
got more swag than handsomeness, all right? Let's be honest, all right?
But goddamn, Marsau, what type of shit is that?
Listen, I do too. I'm
Okay.
medium handsome. If
You know,
I seen a dude that looked like me next to my girl, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, oh, she's probably just a friend. You know?
My wife makes me look really good. You know what I'm saying? My wife makes me look better than I look. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Wealthier. And wealthier.
Right.
Like that guy's got some money.
Hold on, wait a minute. No. Hold on.
No, you ain't hear. I said when you next to your wife, you're like, what's he doing with that girl? Oh, he must have money.
Okay, yeah. Like JJ. Like JJ.
Yeah.
That's not a compliment, though, Marsau.
It is.
No,
It
because
is.
no, listen. When a woman is with a man and you say, "Oh, he must be wealthy,"
That's a compliment.
that means the guy isn't that cute to snag that girl if he didn't have no coins in his pocket.
Right.
That means that the dude is looking like a gargoyle. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this: at this big age, you'd much rather be wealthy than attractive.
Facts.
Okay, so I want to talk about what's been happening with me and dating, and I want to get y'all advice. But before we do all of that,
gotcha.
I want to ask y'all this. You two, to me, are attractive men, right? But do y'all get, and y'all are married for the record.
Right.
However, do y'all get more attention from women now because you're on TV? And how do you handle that?
Go first, Marsau. You go ahead. You can take the lead on this.
Want to figure out how to answer these questions?
Yeah. You can take the lead on this one.
Number one, start off with the obvious truth. Yes, we get more attention. But I will say this for me, and it's probably good. See, I've never been a kind of attractive that's like, oh my God, did you see him? Did you see him? So
was that more Reed?
That was Reese.
Is Reed the most attractive of all your brothers?
Righteously, he used to be. Now me and him about neck and neck. He used to be. Like Carlos, real talk. Me and Reese. Reese used to be my closer. Like, so we'd be in college, whatever, right?
Yeah.
College. And like I'll be trying to talk to a chick or whatever, and then she'd be like, nah, I don't know. What about my homegirl? I go get Reese, and then her homegirl like, yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
So he was my wingman. That was like I turned into the wingman afterwards.
Okay.
But
well, for me, I get more hate now than love. I'm not gonna lie about it. I live in Jackson, so you know Jackson is a big town, small city. So I always been that dude. You know what I mean? Because I've done well for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I would say now I get more hate than anything because of the way that they portray me, the way they see me on TV. But you gotta get to know me. You feel me? I'm a cool guy. Like
you're a cool dude.
Yeah, Marsau kicked it with me a couple times. We kicked it a lot of times, and man, you know, it's all love. Yeah, it's all love, man.
Hey, but he's talking about your DM, dog. He's talking about your DM, not just.
I don't even have them no more. I don't have DMs anymore.
Why not?
Why not? My wife run my page.
Oh, you had a joint page.
We got a joint page, dog. Ooh. We got a joint page, dog. That's
what an L.
I'll take the L all day. Put it right here. I wear it proudly. Give me that L. Let me put that L on. Yeah.
You'd be like, hi, I'm Glen and Letitia.
Yeah. Listen. Sometimes I wake up and see that I have replied to someone, but I haven't. You know what I mean?
So does Letitia reply to the women who are in y'all DMs thinking they're getting in contact with you?
Right, absolutely.
And
I have no.
Are these women, are they breast size still LMNOP?
Lord have mercy. I swear to God, they triple. I'm talking about
Triple
down to the node, the biggest one, H, J, K, L,
Carlos.
Yeah, man.
Hey, the women that be in your DMs, like the women that like me, man, they be like 55, 60 plus. I'll be like, bruh, like, do better than this. Like, I get it.
That gotta be disturbing for you, Marsau. That gotta be disturbing.
It is. And I like, I want to turn them down anyway, but I want to turn something down that you're like, come on, bro. Like, don't do me like this now.
Well, you know what's up? Okay. So I want to talk about this. And this is great because I'm getting the perspective of two straight men who are married to women. Okay. So Glenn, you may not know this, but I'm newly outside, right?
What? What you doing, Los? What's going on?
He's going through a hoe phase.
Lo, listen, Lo.
No,
don't do it. Don't do it.
No, listen. Life happens. So I'm newly outside. Okay. So I told my raindrops, and I want to hear from y'all. I feel like as successful Black men, it's only right that we choose somebody that can elevate not only our lives, but we can elevate the lives of our partners and, in your case, the kids, right?
Absolutely.
So obviously, I date men. I am looking for the Savannah James version of a man.
Savannah James.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So follow. I know. Let's cook real quick before
we cook. Go ahead. I got to hear this.
Because this is the thing. I watch a lot of boss podcasts or CEO podcasts, right? So from Steve Harvey to LeBron James to Gucci Man, they all said that the main reason why they are successful is because of the woman they chose to marry.
Absolutely.
Because their woman gives them peace in order to be a beast in these streets. Let me cook. Let me cook, right? So in my case, because my friends were asking me, Carlos, do you want somebody in their 20s or 30s? Do you want an older man? Do you want a wealthy man? Do you want a man that you can take care of? Do you want a man where y'all are equal? So these are things that in my community, as somebody who dates men, is not obvious, right? Because I think in men and women marriages, right? Sometimes it's obvious that, okay, the man's the breadwinner, or in this case, that's how it's been, established. So in my case, in a same-sex relationship, these are things I have to identify. So my question to y'all is this: am I on the right track looking for a man that I can say, I'll take care of everything, but the only thing I want you to take care of is the house. If we have kids, you are the first person the school calls. I should not be on the list because I would be out of the state more than likely. And I will give you an American Express card so that you will never have to worry about anything for the rest of your life. Is that how it should be?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Tell me why.
Yes. I think that me being a heterosexual man, I've been ahead of the sexuals all my life, and I've never been behind the sexuals. But I will say this, that roles are important in every aspect of life. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if one person is driving, one person's navigating. You both people, even though you both may be qualified to do it, you both can't grab the wheel, especially not at the same time. And the whole idea of 50-50 kind of stuff, those relationships fail. So I think that you're on the right track in terms of, because my thought process is, no school should ever call the father unless there are two fathers in a household. Because what are you calling me for? Right.
Right.
So no, I think you're right. But as far as that, because people don't understand that even a well-oiled machine needs to be oiled.
Got to be
And
maintenance.
and those are the processes that people like our society undervalues, but
Right.
it's absolutely essential. You know, that person that makes sure that you have that feeds the beast, that encourages you, that catches you at the downtime, that helps, you know, that comforts you in those moments. It's weird that I'm talking about it as if it's a man going to be comforted another man, but I still believe that it's absolutely essential. So yeah, so you're on the right track.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, good.
First off, let me tell you, take your ass back inside, man. Ain't shit outside. Ain't nothing outside. You hear me? Nothing. I'm talking about zero, man. Hey, listen, everybody got an agenda, man. And I had to learn that, man. Everybody has an agenda that's around you. You know, as far as like Letitia and I've been fortunate enough to pretty much be the breadwinner throughout our relationship. I mean, my wife was 17 with her own checkbook. You know, we had our own house at 21. So, you know, her friends were still staying at home with mom or, you know, at school, or, you know, she was able to go to school. I sent her to school. I did everything that I felt like a man's supposed to do. And the reason why I feel so big, why I'm so big on that, because I didn't see that in my household. It was only my mother. So my woman, my wife, I made sure she didn't feel like my mother. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so with me taking that leadership role and making sure that everything was good financially, that really put a fire up under me. You know what I mean? But as I got older in life, I had to realize that just because you're taking care of someone financially, you also have to look at the emotional side as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And
absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Well, because my thing is this, and I'm being honest, and this is breaking news. And I think I may shock the world when I say this. Of all the men across my shows, whether it's Love and Marriage Huntsville, DC, Detroit, Belle Collective, of all the men across my shows, I am more like Marsau.
Okay.
And when I say that, I'm being real. When I say that, so ladies, gentlemen, and they listen up. I am way more like Marsau than any guy on the Love and Marriage franchise, because I am not interested in being in a power couple relationship.
Right.
I'm just, and listen, the thing is this, and when I say that, hear me out. I have no desire to walk the red carpet with somebody and we're both cheesing. Mm. I don't want that. And I'm just being, I don't want that. I value my privacy, and I value not having to compete. Because one thing that we don't talk about in relationships, let's have a real conversation. A lot of relationships fail because both partners are silently competing with each other. Absolutely. And that's why, as I'm newly outside, I tell guys I date now, look, I don't want you to be filmed. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to ask me, why don't you post me on your page? Yeah. My page is my brand and my business. I was in a relationship for 17 years. Nobody's ever seen him. So for me, I'm not going to be with somebody who wants the spotlight or the limelight. Now, what I can give you, and this is where I'm more so like Marsau than any guy on the show. What I can give you is a soft life, if that's what you want. And when I say that, hear me out before y'all get mad. I want my guy to follow his passion, not his job. And when I say that is, I want my guy to know that at the end of the day, he is so safe and protected by me that he can go follow his passion. And if he's able to make more money than me following his passion, I'm fine with that. I don't want to be in a relationship to where he feels the need to come home every day feeling sad because he's going to a job he doesn't like. So I would like to eliminate that from him. And I want to be able to say, I pay for everything. The only thing I want you to do is follow your passion. And Marsau, that's what you did to Tisha.
Yeah, well, yeah, to a certain extent. I think that one of the key things is that you got to remember in this endeavor is that when you come in your mind, and this in your mind, you have this whole thing, what you're going to provide laid out. Okay. And you believe you're going to do the most. And if you're like me, then you think that what you have of value is worth something. The challenge is when I just caution you to make sure that you're not thinking that what you have to offer is worth more than what they have to offer. To make sure you understand that your role is the expectation, their role is the expectation. That kind of level sets everything back at zero, you know. But it's easy to be in your position right now and be controlling because you're older, because you're established, because you know what you want, and you have the chips, you know. You have the chips right now. So the golden rules, he who has the gold makes the rules. And so you have to caution yourself to make sure that you're vulnerable, that you're pliable, but it's going to be a tough battle because you actually have the power. So
yeah. And Glenn, I want you to cook real quick, because on this most recent episode of Belle Collective, you, the breadwinner who had a job that had insurance and benefits, you decided to tell your wife in the hot sun while her lace front is sweating. You decided to tell Letitia, hey Letitia, you decided to tell Letitia that you quit your job because you want to be an entrepreneur.
Let me start here. Now, the whole, entrepreneur thing is, it sounds good. It's great. And I'm learning a lot of things now that I did not know about entrepreneurship. First of all, I jumped off a porch with no legs. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it was more than that factor into me coming home. I'm raising a young Black man, and I felt like I was no different than my dad just because I'm at a job versus him, choosing hair run over his family. So I felt like I was choosing a job over my family. I can't get these days back. I coached my son in city league football. My mom, she was battling stage 4 lung cancer. I lost my grandma while I was out on the boat. You see what I'm saying? So it was the things that was passing me by that money can't buy. You see what I'm saying? So my responsibilities didn't change, just my occupation. So with that being said, it wasn't the fact of me being an entrepreneur, but I know for a fact I gotta keep bringing money in this house. I gotta make her feel safe mentally and financially as well. But Letitia, she's doing very well on her own. She's in LA right now. She's getting ready to present reality awards in LA as we speak. As I speak, I have trucks that's on the highway right now that's delivering. So it's not, being entrepreneurs was not the main focus of me coming home. It was more of me being here with my family, because once Josh turns 16, I'm not going to be able to get in the floor and play cards with him. I'm not going to be able to, go in his room and we play Madden. You know what I mean? Man, I can tell you right now, like, me and my son, we have always been close, but the bond now is so much deeper. I've learned so much more about him, because think about it. I'm gone for a month at a time, right? When I come back, my son is a totally different person, and I can't learn him in 10 days and then leave again for another month. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and I can't raise him over the phone. What, you disrespect your mom? When I get home, you're gonna have to talk to me. 28 days later, he done forgot about what he done did. Right. And I come home and I'm enforcing something. It's gonna make it seem like I'm just coming home to be the bad guy, just to come home to fuss at him and, keep him in line. Entrepreneurship has its challenges, but I'm willing to take all of that in stride to make sure that I'm here for my son, because I know what they feel like to come up without a father. And I will never put that on my son.
Okay, well, listen, I want to, that was actually good. So just for the record, you decided to quit your job so that you're able to be at home more with your son. Now, with that being said, I want Marsau to cook real quick. And let's be real.
Let's be real.
Are you comfortable with Letitia making way more money than you as you are figuring things out?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know why? Because I had her back when she was trying to figure things out. You know, I never complained. Letitia, she's had plenty of endeavors that did not work out. And I still went to work. I still made sure that she can keep going until she find her niche. Just for the record, I did not want to be on TV. You know, I knew what type of lifestyle I was living. You know what I'm saying, at that time. And it ain't got nothing to do with women. It was just I was more like a wild card. You know what I mean? And you know, with me getting on TV, it put the magnifying glass on me more. You know what I mean? But now, you know, I'm older and, you know, I'm all the way legit. I'm a family man now. You know what I mean? But at the time when we started filming, I was still, you know, in and out kind of, you know what I mean? So, you know, it doesn't bother me at all because one, it makes her happy. It makes her really, really happy to, you know, reach her full potential. And I want to make sure she reach her full potential. That's what I'm here for, to make sure my son is comfortable, to make sure my wife is comfortable, financially, emotionally, you know, all of that. So it's a blessing to see my wife doing the things that she's doing. I feel like a proud father. I mean, you got to think about it. We were 17 when we got together. Mm-hmm. So I feel like a proud father. Every time I see something come up that she got to go do, man, it don't nothing but joy come up in my heart. Mm-hmm. The people that don't know me take it as, oh, he can't take the elevated t-shirt. He hating, or he feels some type of way that he's not the breadwinner and all of that. Listen, my money ain't never slowed up. I invested very well. I was on that job for 15 years. I invested really well.
That's good. I like that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I handled my business.
Marsau, what do you think about all this? Because the thing is this. One thing that I love about you and Tisha Scott, and this is one of the reasons why the show has been a huge success for all these, you know, consecutively since we started, is because you pride yourself on being the breadwinner, and you also had a conversation with your wife when y'all got married about, I'm going to do this and you're going to do that, and you both agreed on that mission.
Yeah.
Do you think your wife got caught up in this boss CEO, boss chick, Twitter LLC community, that she felt the need to abandon y'all contract and wanted to chase something just because the world told her to?
I'm not going to just put it on her, but I'm going to put it on women in general. I think that this whole soft girl era thing is us letting them do their thing and them getting out there and realizing that being an entrepreneur is more than being your own boss. Because sometimes when you're your own boss, you have a shitty boss and a worse employee. I think that people don't understand it. And so, yes, I think that T kind of, but I'm okay with it. T got caught up in the whole be a boss thing. And you see me saying it several times, saying, no, you're going to do this because you're a boss. You're the boss chick. You do this right here, because it's like, I know what it feels like to be a boss. And that, at a lot of times it's very frustrating. People think you get to eat whatever you kill, but you got to kill in order to eat every time. You know, when you look at the way the world's set up, lions don't have Tupperware. You got to hunt every day. You have to hunt every day. You know what I'm saying, bro?
That's fact.
Lions don't have Tupperware. Go ahead.
That's fact.
Go ahead.
You got to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're sitting back, now I like the fact that she lost herself for a second. And to me, she lost herself being a mom, a wife, and she decided that, okay, maybe this is the way. Maybe this is the way. And so the ability to have options and do those things is fine. But she came right around and said, you know what? I think I like this whole staying at home, going to work out twice a day, cooking whatever I want, you know, go be a PTA mom type stuff. So the fact that we provided ability for them to have the option to do that. Now I'm kind of with Glen to a certain extent. Like I wouldn't care if Tisha made 10 times more than me, but I don't even ever factor her money in to household decisions.
No.
I mean,
No.
I don't even know what color her money is. She could get paid in pink. All I care. Like,
Wait,
I don't know what her
hold
money looks like.
Hold on. If I'm too much in your business, tell me to stop.
No, it was good.
Does Tisha have her own account?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. Obviously, okay, let's talk about Tisha Scott real quick. Tisha Scott gets paid to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
Does her check go into the joint account?
Love and Marriage Huntsville check, the whole check goes into Tisha's account.
Yours too?
The entire check.
Time out.
The entire check.
Time out.
Absolutely.
Glen, I'm gonna get you in a second. You mean to tell me the money you make on Huntsville, the money Tisha makes on Huntsville, that combined account, that combined money, all goes to Tisha.
Tisha, hey, it's in her company's name.
All right.
People keep thinking that I try to be the boss and try to run that stuff. I don't do that at all.
No.
I'm not that at all.
Absolutely.
Carlos, for the first 15 years of our marriage, 85% of my check went into her account. The other 15 went into a savings account.
Absolutely.
Only money I made was from hustle money. Just apartments and houses and stuff like that.
Not to cut you off and not to tell your business. My cast gets a lot of money.
They think we're broke.
You say what?
They think we're broke. They be saying some numbers. I'm like, bruh.
This whole thing. Huntsville is the #1 show. My cast, my cast is full of couples, some of them. Combined income, I'm not gonna tell their business. All I'm gonna say is they got.
We ain't lying. Right.
So, Glen, is that the same for you and Letitia Pearson?
Absolutely. Letitia have her own account. I have my own account. I don't know what Tisha make from Belle Collective, from where she's at now in LA. Listen, when we walked down the aisle and I said I do to taking care of all of that. I have never, like Marsau said, I've never factored in Letitia money to help with the household or anything. Now, on large purchases, now we will come to an agreement and like, okay, yeah, we can do this, we can do that. But no. You know, just like on the episode, she said, well, I'm just going to purchase it. I had no idea that she could just go and do that. But that's none of my business.
Me on that episode. That got me on the episode.
What did what got you?
Because Tisha be doing that same kind of stuff.
You see what I'm saying?
Be like, and it's like, babe, I tell you everything that I'm doing, even though I right, you don't got to.
That's
different. You don't tell me nothing you're doing.
It's different.
You should. You're like, because it's like, man, it's I don't know. You get into some household stuff right there, Carlos. But that be one of the like, oh babe, I refinanced the cars, I refinanced this, I did this right here. I'm like, you need to maybe talk to me about it before you do it.
No, one thing I will say this, and I want to get to Huntsville real quick. One thing I will say, let's have a real conversation. Some people have bullied Tisha Scott so much that she almost quit the show. And it was that bad for her in terms of the online stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is so interesting to me is when I look at Tisha Scott now, and we were recently in Los Angeles with the NAACP image, all that stuff, which was great. And thank you guys for coming. When I posted that picture of us together, listen, you're medium handsome, as you said, Marsau, but everybody was talking about how good Letitia Scott looked.
Facts.
And what I want to say, and Tisha, don't be mad at me for saying this, I'm sorry. What I would like to say is Letitia Scott is happy. And what you're seeing is a woman who really is living her soft life. And yes, she has 3 degrees. And the beauty of this is Tisha has the choice to take those 3 degrees and do something with it. And Marsau is okay with her doing that. However, Tisha's happiness, she looks good, the skin is skinning, the body's bodying, the hair is hairing, is because she is able to live a life that she loves. And I'll say the same thing for Letitia Pearson, because when it comes to the audience, you two men get a lot of flack. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And what I want to say to the audience who knows these girls personally, Letitia Pearson and Letitia Scott are some of the happiest women in the world.
And Carlos, can I tell you something? What I've known for a long time is that there's not too many women out there that wouldn't trade places with them.
I promise you.
There's not too many out there that, hey, and Carlos, real talk. That Marsau, you grew on me, Marsau. Let me tell you something, sweetie. I've been the same. I haven't changed. I'm not changing one bit. I haven't changed since high school.
Yeah.
Y'all grew on me.
Yeah.
Y'all grown.
Say that again.
I'm the shower.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, y'all Tishas are very, very, very happy, and it radiates for them. Now, I want to get to Huntsville episode real quick, because the main topic of conversation was the scene between Trisha, Marquez, and Ken.
Man.
You guys take it away. Obviously, it exploded social media on Saturday. It was the main story as a trending topic on Twitter. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that particular scene where Marquez is talking to Ken? So to recap for the audience, Trisha's a new cast member. She's technically married to a man named Marquez. But she has a boyfriend that she lives with named Ken. They're not divorced yet, Marquez and Trisha. And in this scene, they're talking about the dynamic of the relationship. Marquez was asking Ken if he tucks his daughter in and kisses her at night to say goodnight, whatever. And in the end, divorce papers are signed. But I'm going to let y'all cook.
Yo, Marsau had a conversation with him earlier in the season. It might have been last season where, Marquez, he came to him and Marsau told him, when you leave your marriage, you leave your kids. That resonated with me. I understand how you're feeling, because I went not to that degree, but my wife, as we all know, she separated. She went her own way. She moved back in with her mom and everything. And that's a pain that I've never felt before in my life, And when that man asked Ken, when he asked Ken, do you tuck my daughter in? Do you hug my daughter? Man, that made me drop a tear. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know the relationship Josh and I have, and I'm not willing to share that with anyone. I'm just being real. Josh came from me. I'm his hero, and I don't want nobody to be an assistant hero or an assistant dad. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Now,
for you to be the assistant.
No, I don't need. I don't need an assistant at all. You know what I'm saying? Because
for you to be the assistant, because when you're not there,
oh yeah, absolutely,
you're the assistant.
Let me say something real quick. Do y'all think it was easier for me to walk away and start a new family, or it's easier for me to stay there and fight? Now, I gotta be a choir boy for the rest of my life. And I may not never get that 100% trust back that Letitia once trusted me with. You see what I'm saying? I know of a lot of men, and I'm not saying this to say that I'm not happy, but I know a lot of men that would sacrifice their happiness for their family. Mm-hmm. Vice versa.
Right.
It's a lot of women that will sacrifice their family for their happiness. We're different. We're different in that. So I'm happy where I am right now because, we're healing and the communication is better. The emotionally ties that we have with each other is better. It's 100% family. It's family or nothing for me. Yeah. So to sit there and watch that guy see his soul leave his body when Ken walked out with his wife and his family, man, they hit me. They hit home.
You know what, man? You know what I think though? I think that Had that been genuine, I would have felt more. I would have felt more, right?
So you don't think it was genuine?
I think that he's tucking the desire for his still love for his wife wrapped up in the envelope of I want to be there for my kids and my kids. All right.
Okay.
Because nothing about divorce papers says that you cannot be there for your children.
Facts.
Moving from, I mean, especially in 2024, moving to a different state and not seeing your kids when you can, not being there for your kids when you can, that's what keeps you out of the kids' lives. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that the challenge with that right there is that I've been married over 18 years. And here's what I understand. When you don't understand the argument after from a logical standpoint, you probably don't have enough information. Someone's not telling you the truth. And so sometimes you spend your time arguing something that's not really the problem. The whole problem ain't Ken tucking his daughter in. The problem is Ken tucking his high school sweetheart in.
That's a major problem.
Yeah.
That's a major problem. That's a major problem.
So wait. So you think, okay. So before I let you finish, I do want to say this, because Glenn did touch on something. I also cried watching this scene, and I told the raindrops a few days ago, like, I gotta watch Saturday's episode of Huntsville. Is a tearjerker. I applaud Marquez for being vulnerable, and for a Black man to cry on national television is a big deal. And I give Marquez all the credit in the world for being so open to do that. What is interesting that I didn't think about, Marsau, until you said it, do you think the tears was really for the loss of Trisha? And Trisha, obviously being the woman, his wife, his high school sweetheart, his rib, to see his rib walk away with a beefcake. Right?
I think that real talk, if we're going to be honest about what I think that he is a master at playing on women's emotions and getting sympathy.
Oh, wow.
And I think that it was an ego stroke. All right. When a man that you can't beat, that you're simply not better than, that everything in your life, when you take the size, when you take the wife, when you take the kids, that's an ego stroke. And so I think that he was realizing he lost in that moment. It's something he should have and could have been proud of. I think he's playing on people's emotions. I think it was a very sad moment for him to lose like that. But I don't think for 1 second he was crying about losing the kids.
But listen, though,
he was crying about losing the relationship and losing. And I think that he's still in love with her. I think he's crying about losing something that he thought he could leave on the shelf and come back to when he was ready. And he left it on the shelf, and somebody
else came along.
And to me, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. She wasn't all the way gone. She wasn't all the way gone.
I feel like that.
Wait. When you say you believe Trisha was not all the way gone, what do you mean by that?
I'm saying that divorce papers are easier to get. If someone's out of your house for years and years and years, it's much easier to get. It's much easier to get. So I think that the divorce rate wouldn't be so high in the United States if it was that difficult to have. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why it's not is because people were holding on to something. So to a certain, and I'm not saying rightfully so. I mean, this your high school sweetheart is all you knew, and it's tough to get into the second situation. You know, you might love Ken, but the hurt, the trauma, not getting past it, whatever. I'm not here to say that, but I'm saying this is what I feel. So I don't think that both of them were entirely through with and throwing everything 100% away. But at the same time, I think Marquez's stuff was on for sure.
I mean, Ken did say he could come to him and talk to him about it. Boy.
Hey, but you know what? To me, that was some boss. Hey, that was some boss.
Yo.
Hey, that's a
I ain't gonna lie, Carlos. If they helping on Belle Collective, I'm turning some tables over. I won't smoke. I won't smoke, nigga. Boy, you gonna tell me I can come to you?
Hey, I tell you what. What. Then don't be the guy that gets told that. Then don't be the guy that don't put yourself in a position where somebody can consider. Put yourself in a position where someone sitting around across the table says, "Hey, man, I'll help you out too."
Bro,
don't do it.
That's the next level respectful, disrespectful shit I ever seen in my life.
well, it's positioning. It's hey, Glenn, can I tell you something?
I'm listening.
I'm not trying to get too spiritual. But people quote, "Don't turn the other cheek" wrong.
Right.
Says when someone hits you, turn the other cheek and let them hit the other side too. That's not weakness, that's a flex.
I understand.
When he said, "I'll tuck your kids in, and if
And
you need
you
help,
too.
I'll tuck you in too."
You too? Marsau, ain't no way. Listen to me. Boy, I don't care how big that boy is, man. He gonna have to see me, man. Boy, the joke across that table so fast. Hey.
And do what when you got across the table?
I don't care. I don't care.
Back in that seat.
Hey, I don't care. I don't care. Hey, I won't smoke. I don't care what happened after that. That boy could have beat me till I couldn't even talk no more. He gonna have to do it. He gonna have to do it.
You know what?
That's love, man.
They got some things. You know how you beat your haters? Be better than them.
I understand that. Ain't no way Marquez can be better
than them.
Ken is
because he's better than you.
Ken is constantly reminding Marquez where he is not with his family.
Better.
Come on, bro.
She won with me.
And I agree with what you said. I don't think she was all the way done. I don't think she was all the way done.
Greater than?
I'm going to great Dan, lesser Dan. I would be both of them motherfucking Gator Miles. You understand me? Both of them. Pac-Man, whatever you want to call it. But listen though, man, I don't think that she was all the way done though, because I feel like that she believed that Marquez could be the man that she wanted, because it don't take that long to get no paper signed. You feel me?
Women be thinking that. They think they can build a man.
You can't. What you see is what you got. You know what I mean? But what you cannot do is allow other people to change your perspective on what you got. Like you said earlier, there's plenty of women out there that will give their left titty up to be in our wives' shoes. But it's easier. And I'm one to read. I read comments. I'm clicking on your page. I'm strolling, seeing what you got going on. Shit, this bitch, she ain't got nothing going on, man. I'm not. She got the nerve to come in on what I got going on, man. Come on, bro. Yeah. You got plenty of stuff you can talk about over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm one of them.
I'll look at pages too. And my thing is, first of all, if you're unattractive, I get it.
I get it. I understand it. And
you deserve to be mad.
Every female that have got on there and bashed me would not make it on my radar. I'll put it like that.
Well, because
if I was single, they would not make it on my radar. There you go. If I was single.
Okay, so the thing is this, though. The thing is this. A lot of women are on Ken's side because this is, and ladies, you could agree with me or not, but let's be real. 99% of women that, to me, want a knight in shining armor.
Right.
99% of women, I don't care if they make more than a man, if they are tough themselves. 99% of women, they all want a man to protect them at home and outside the home.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's what they want.
Why not flip to the side?
So, with that being said, a lot of women look at Ken, this big, burly dude, and the fact that he has taken on the responsibility that he didn't have to really be there as a father figure for his girlfriend's kids. And the fact that he bought the son a car, he takes the daughter to dance recitals and all that stuff. Should we be giving Ken more credit for being a Black man who stood up and took on the responsibilities that low-key he didn't have to?
Yeah, I think honestly, and I may just be, Ken's my guy, he's my friend. I knew him before this, but to me, Ken's a lot bigger on the inside than he is the outside. That's a challenge. That's a challenge, I got 3 kids. I can tell you right now, I have to be absolutely head over heels in love with a woman to take on 3 more kids. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, that ain't gonna happen. Okay. I don't care what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think to step up, raise the kids like your own, and have enough emotional intelligence and patience to stick it out and to be there. And I think that goes without saying, that there's a level of love and confidence and assurance that's inside of him, and that doesn't come from muscles. Because I know other people on
No,
the show that have a lot of muscles that are not even a quarter of that man.
absolutely. Man, I from what I see, you seem like Ken is a great guy, and that's a big responsibility, taking on someone else's kids and being everything that the kids have been missing. Yeah, he's gonna be a hero. He's gonna be, riding on his big pretty horse with all the shiny armor on and all that. You know what I mean? But I'm still looking at it, I guess, from Marquez's point of view, because I could have been that. I could have been that. You know what I mean? And I know the love that I have for my wife and my son. And to sit there and watch another man.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you know what, Glenn? I'm gonna say that like that, but even thinking about different men who don't outright do that,
Yeah,
like I can't go back there, and I probably take some of the stuff I said back a little bit, because if not for the grace of God, there go I. If not for the
right.
grace of God, then Tisha and I wouldn't have worked out, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden I'd be forced in this position, not because I wanted to, but because
right,
I have to do that. And no matter how much you love your kids, it's him that gets the ticket to the graduation.
right,
You get the third ticket, not the second.
right, right. Hey,
No, this is why it's a healthy conversation. Um,
absolutely.
Before I let y'all go, I want to ask two questions. Then I'm gonna let y'all get back to your happy wife and happy life. So, do y'all think? Because this is what's going on. Marquez and obviously Trisha are legally married, but they're separated, but not legally.
Right.
Trisha met Ken. Obviously, she's dating. When should you start dating when you are divorcing your spouse?
First of all, you should be divorced. You should be all the way divorced. And that's just me speaking, because the type of game that you play right there could be a dangerous game. You see what I'm saying? Because
Man,
you haven't signed these papers. So in my head, I'm thinking I still got a chance. You see what I'm
bruh,
saying?
I'll tell you something. The second that is over, is over. All right. When do you consider yourself married? The
Mhm.
day you propose, or the day you actually sign the paper?
The day that I decided this was gonna be my wife, I was married.
Okay. And the day that you said this ain't gonna be your wife is the day you divorce. Hey, we can do all of that him haw and stuff you want, but if she say, hey, I think I'm gone, I'm done, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like if we're done, we're done. If we're not
Okay.
done, we're not done. I
Right.
mean, I ain't making and I don't care. They got other people out there. You go. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. What Ken and Trish said was that he ain't fitting to let no roof getting away. He ain't finna let what's the name? No Boaz getting away with his roof. All right.
Hey, Marsau. See, hey, Marsau, that's why I mess with you though, bro. That's why I mess with you, because you quit to go against the grain. But me, I speak from the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wait,
You know,
hey, can I say one thing? The historian said marriage is a covenant, Marso. The divorce is when the papers are signed. She needs to understand the difference between a covenant, which is a promise, and the legality.
okay. Okay.
Mark,
Not go read the Bible. Go read the Bible. When it says, how can a covenant which came 400 years before the Mosaic law? Girl, you
Hey,
got me messed up. Like, you think I don't know this stuff, man?
hey, look
Anyway, go
here.
ahead, Ken.
Look here. I mean, I get all what you're saying. But to me, the way that I took it all in was by you not signing these papers, and we've been separated for this many years.
Fair.
I still think like, if I get it right, she might just come back. If I get it right, you know what I'm saying?
that's
When
your soul. Yeah.
she's showing with this dude,
That's fair. That's fair.
you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, the dude was mentioning, he was messaging Shorty, Trish,
Yeah.
while they were still together. He was seeing these messages, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, he was already emotionally invested. We all know that a woman leave emotionally before she do physically. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Woman, yes. This is the thing I learned about women. A woman knows within 2 seconds if she's going to sleep with a guy.
Oh yeah, right off the bat.
She knows after 2 days if she's going to marry the guy. That guy's marriage material. So to your point, a woman also knows when you know your woman isn't bothered by your bullshit.
It's over.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
She's checked out. She got another account at Bank of America. Her homegirl who works at the bank as a manager hooked her up. She already went and hired a realtor to help her find her condo in the city, in the duplex sky, like she's Wheezy.
Hello?
She's done. Now, my last question is this. So, Glenn, I love you. And thank you so much for being vulnerable on my show, Belle Collective.
Absolutely.
You obviously was exposed as a cheater, right? You cheated, Marsau.
I did.
Shut up. No, Glen cheated on his wife. And there was a paternity issue where the woman you cheated with had a baby and she claimed this baby was yours. And one thing that Carlos King does well is follow the reality. So I got a test for you guys.
You did that.
And the
I was nervous as a motherfucker.
Because if there wasn't a Belle Collective, Glenn today will still be thinking this boy is his.
Right.
So with that being said, Letitia forgave you. She took you back, and you guys are figuring things out because I'm not going to give away the season.
Right.
And Marsau, you answer this second. My last question of the night before I bring on Dustin Ross. If Letitia Pearson cheated on you and had a paternity issue where the man she cheated on you with, she got pregnant and she didn't know whether or not the baby was Glendale's or Boosie, would you stay with Letitia Pearson and be real?
Hey, if it's Boosie, baby, hell yeah, we finna get paid. we finna get paid, man. That boy, hey, look, Boosie paid his child support on time.
If it wasn't Boosie.
But for real though,
real talk.
Man, Carlos, that's it, man. Hey, you really put me in the hot seat with that one, man. And I'm gonna be real because I'm a real dude. When a woman give herself to another man, she has been conquered by that man. You see what I'm saying? And let me explain. Let me tell you why. Men cheat on you. Not all men, but I can say, it could be a physical attraction. Mm-hmm. When a woman cheats, it's emotional. It's something else. I could go have sex with X, Y, and Z and never say nothing to X, Y, and Z again. If my wife has sex with X, Y, and Z, she gonna still be talking to X, Y, and Z while I'm gone on the boat, while I'm in the house, in the shower, while I'm outside chilling. X, Y, and Z got her head going. You see what I'm saying?
Glenn, that's not true though. You know that, right?
No. Hey, listen, I've been around a lot of women. I got 4 sisters, bro.
And they got y'all fooled. They can just go do it and not care.
You don't agree, Marsau?
No. I think that you'd be surprised that women cheat for the exact same reasons. Because it was Monday and they wanted something. I'm sorry. Yes, it's true like that.
Women may cheat for a financial gain. I will say that. They may cheat for a financial gain. But the majority of women, I feel like it's an emotional tie there with that man. If she gonna let you come inside her. That's why they call it intercourse. It's 2 people coming into one course, bro.
I think they got y'all believing that. I think the truth is.
I don't know. Hey, we can take a poll. Put a poll up, Carlos. Put a poll up. Let the people speak.
I'm gonna clip this and post it on my Instagram.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the same question to Marsau. If Letitia Moore Scott cheated on you, Marsau, and got pregnant and had the baby, and she questioned the paternity of the baby, would you stay with Letitia Moore Scott and forgive her?
Carlos, It's not because she cheated. It's because she had a baby, and I do not want kids. I
Shit.
don't think we're gonna get another kid,
Come
bro.
on now.
I'm
Come on now.
The cheating's okay.
The cheating is
She
okay.
had another baby.
You wait. You're fine with Tisha cheating if that
No,
happened. You'll forgive her.
I'm not. But I would say this. I mean, honestly, is that yeah, I think that's a challenge. That's a big challenge. The idea for me to do that. I mean, I'd have to look at the circumstances. I'd have to find out who it was. I had to find out what city he's in. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they got a lot of stuff that I mean, is it local? Listen, do I got to see this dude? Is he gonna pull up at Black like, hey, what's up, my guy? Hey man, I just want to tell you, is he gonna come to me as a man? You know what I'm saying? Or like that? Because I know men cheat because they're hurt, right?
I wasn't hurt.
Now men are sensitive, so they
I
get
wasn't
hurt
hurt.
really easily, right?
No, I wasn't hurt.
Honestly, I think that Glenn, you need to understand something. Have you ever seen two dogs having sex?
I mean, I came up in the country. Yeah. They get stuck together and all this shit. Yeah.
And you've seen puppies, correct?
I've seen puppies come out.
Have you seen kittens?
I've seen that.
Have you ever seen two cats having sex?
I mean, I'm not out just watching animals humping shit, but
I'm saying, have you ever seen two cats have sex?
I've seen dogs. I haven't seen the cats, but go ahead.
Here we go. So, women are cats, men are dogs.
You mother. Oh, you slick.
Just know that. Just know that.
Oh, you slick.
Just know that. Just know that.
Slick, boy.
They just don't get caught.
Oh no, listen, Marsau. I feel like you will be hurt because you didn't think teacher would ever do that to you. That's how I was. You feel me? I felt like this woman loved me so much that she would never give a man the pleasure of saying I had his woman.
Glen,
See what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, boss. There's gonna be a lot of hurt going around that house.
No, ain't no hurt gonna be in this damn house.
I'll tell you one thing: we not sitting at that table forgiving. I'm not gonna be sitting there forgiving her. We've been doing a lot of forgiveness.
I'm gonna tell you though,
forgiveness going around that table now.
But I do think a man would forgive a woman quicker than a woman would forgive a man for cheating though, because we think totally differently. We different on that. You know, men, like I said, most men are physical. We're physical beings. We're physical beings. You know what I mean?
I don't think there'd be a day in my. I don't know. I don't think.
You can't say that.
This is what I think. I think at the end of the day, one thing, and this is I'm gonna end on this, and y'all tell me y'all agree or not. I think at the end of the day, if a man is providing a soft life for his woman, I think one of the main things he wants is don't embarrass me.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Like, don't embarrass me. If this woman has a good life and she still cheats, I think he's done because she did the ultimate no-no. Now, if the roles were reversed and this man cheated and his wife found out, I think there will be a conversation.
Now, there you go. There you go. It depends on who cheated first. Now, if I cheated first and she went and got her get back, it ain't a lot I can say.
There you
but
go.
If I ain't never cheated on her and she done took and got that little pie away, I don't want the crest, I don't want the box, I don't want nothing.
I'm sorry, boss.
Okay,
like, don't forgive me.
Listen,
get your lick back.
Listen, this has been so great. I knew this was going to be good. We have over 2,200 people live in the chat to listen to Bro Talk.
Bro Talk.
So the thing is this, I enjoyed tonight. I knew this was going to be good. We got Belle Collective's Glen Pearson. So listen, Belle Collective comes on every Friday, 8 o'clock, 7 Central on. Glen is in the hot water this season.
As always.
Episode. There's a lot going on. You all know the legendary Marsau Scott, the man you love to hate and the man you hate to love. He's on Love and Marriage Huntsville every Saturday at 8 o'clock, 7 Central as well. So guys, before I let you go, is there anything you want to promote and let the world know what you got going on?
I mean, you know, what you see is what you get. Promote. Yeah. Hey, listen, go watch Belle Collective every Friday. Yeah, tune in because I pride myself on putting my real life out there. You know, one thing me and my wife, we agreed upon is we will not get on TV and sell nobody a lie. You can't heal nobody with a lie. You know what I'm saying? We've been privileged enough to be around each other since teenagers. Unfortunately, she had to be with me while I figured myself out. I had to be with her while she figured herself out. We never experienced life without each other. You know, so the journey that people are taking, they're really getting a real life deal of what we go through and what marriage looked like straight out of high school. I was married at 21 with a house and a mortgage, no kids. I didn't have kids till I was 35. You see what I'm saying? So I had to be doing something right for her to be around that long without a kid. You know what I mean?
Well, also, you did something wrong if you graduated at 21, but that's not here or there.
Who said I graduated at 21? I didn't say I graduated at 21.
Just throw it out there, dog.
I said I had a mortgage at 21.
You said you got graduated.
Now you got to get your Wi-Fi together, bro. You got to get your Wi-Fi together. Now I know I'm country. I got a fat tongue, but I ain't that damn crazy. Come on now. You try to say I rode the slow bus, bro?
I can't. So Marsau, you got Chalk in the Bottle, you got Black. You just had you have lots of events going on at Black. So is there anything on the horizon at Black where people can go and support you?
Not really at Black, but we're gonna start taking some of these events on nationwide. So y'all stay in the loop. You know what I'm saying? Black Neek was dope. Ladies Love Lemon Drop. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of different things we're gonna be doing out here. So just stay in tune. We'll be out here. And Carlos, they keep saying they want more Man Up Mondays or whatever, so that they want more bro talk every now and then. So that's what they saying. That's what they saying.
Hold on. Raindrops. Let me know in the comments. Comment now. Comment on my YouTube. Comment on Instagram and Twitter. Let me know if you want man talk and you want me to call it Man Up Mondays. So Scott and Glen and myself, and who knows, maybe I'll bring on a fourth. Do y'all want Man Up Mondays?
I promise you, it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit.
I'm just saying, bro.
It's gonna be a hit. I promise you that shit.
I'm gonna tell you who you need to get, Carlos. I'm gonna tell you who you need to get. You need to get Funky Daniva's crazy self.
Oh, but that's a phone call.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
That's a phone call. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank you, guys. Everybody say thank you to Marsau and Glen.
GP, baby. Hey. We hit it up.
Yo, that was everything and more. I knew it was going to be lit. Thank you guys for staying with me. Woo, that was some great talk. And listen, ladies, I hope you guys learned a lot about how men think. And I hope you guys were able to really get some insight based on exactly what, conversation amongst men. Okay? I just think it's important for everybody to kind of understand what goes on in the mind of men who are married and can maybe shed some light in terms of your relationship or friendships, whatever the case may be. So I am so grateful and thankful to Marsau and Glen, and I knew it was going to be great. Speaking of great men, you guys have made it very clear that you want, thank you, Diane. This is the best conversation ever. Carlos, good job casting this interview. Thank you, baby. You guys have made it very clear, and I'll say loud and clear as well, that you want this man to come back and talk about Potomac. He's a friend of mine. He is my New York wingman. Give it up for my friend, fellow Michigander, the very handsome, the voice that rattles men and women around the world. I'm sure his DMs will pop it too. I'm gonna ask him if he gets a lot of women in his DMs too. But give it up for the Dustin Ross.
What's up, Los? What's up, Raindrops? How y'all doing tonight? God damn it. What's going on?
You tell me. So Dustin, this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Oh, wait, they want Jamie Tyler or Dustin would be great additions to Man Up Mondays. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
you know I'm always down to come kicking Marsau. That's our fellow Michigander. And the boy Glen is a cool country down south type nigga, my kind of guy. So anytime y'all want to kick it, let's do it. Let's do it, man. We could talk our shit and really make some points, because I actually disagree with Glen. You know, I was listening. I've been backstage listening to everything they was talking about. And women, people need to give women more credit. I was just in Brooklyn this weekend and I saw a door where someone has spray painted that women make things 10 times better. And they do, because they're in general 10 times smarter. Women are very smart. That whole false idea that women are so emotionally attached to men that they can't cheat without, you know, it leading to a heartstrings connection. That's a lie. It's some women who are slicker than, you know, like the old school niggas say, grease on a doorknob. You know what I'm saying? It's some women who can cheat and do their thing and keep it right on moving. So I think people need to wake up, especially men. That'll change the way you move when you understand that that is a consequence on the other side of your behavior. Yes. So realize that. But yeah, anyway, how y'all doing tonight? What's happening? I would have wore my robe. You ain't tell me we was having a pajama party, Carlos. Well, you know,
every Monday I give y'all a robe, a silk PJ. So I wanted to make sure that. So next time, Dustin, you have to wear your robe.
Okay, we're gonna be rolled up.
I know you have that too. But do you also have women in your DMs?
Yeah, I get attention from women. I get approached by women in a romantic, sexual manner quite frequently, honestly. And a lot of women are. That's why my opinion is the way it is, because I experienced it. I've had women make blatant sexual advances. I've had women make. I've been in situations, bro, where like things have been done that really cross a line. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know, my podcast with tour. We be on around the country, international shows, all of that shit. And women would come to our meet and greets and, you know, hug me and let me know that I just haven't had the right one yet, and all of that other shit. So it's a reality. But listen, I think it's a beautiful thing, right? Because that means we're getting to a space where people are just kind of free to, you know, take a chance and make an offer on what they see fit. You know what I mean? A person's sexuality is really only information that they should be able to tell you. I think I'm glad that we're moving away from a place of assumption and people are kind of just going for theirs. I like that. You know what I mean? Give me the option to tell you no, thank you, as opposed to just assuming. When was the last time
you've been intimate with a woman?
It's been a little while. It's been a while. It's been some years. I've been focused on dating men the past probably 9 years. You know what I'm saying? Prior to that, my experiences with women were based on fun. You having fun out for a night. You know what I'm saying? Some shit pops off. It is what it is. As long as everybody's clear on, you know, what's going on and who they're consenting to have a good experience with, that was good adult fun. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't ashamed about shit. You know, I stand in it. So yeah.
Last question. What's your type?
I like beautiful people. I like people who are successful and driven. I like people who are confident, but it has to be a justifiable confidence. It can't just be somebody beating their chest thinking that, you know, it is what it is. No, it has to be justifiable and legitimate. And somebody who can match my freak, like that song said. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. So intellectually, sexually, casually, you know what I'm saying, in every way. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. What about you? What's your type, Carlos, besides African? That's why I'm telling you, next time you come to New York, we're gonna step outside.
No.
We're gonna just run it. We're just gonna run this town.
No, we're gonna talk. The thing, first of all, I don't know why I'm sweating. The thing is this. It's not.
It's getting too hot. Is it too hot? It's getting too hot in here tonight.
It is. Yeah. I think. Okay. So no, the thing is this. Africans like me. It's
and ain't nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. Listen, I'm not gonna say I was celibate because it wasn't on purpose. I just wasn't doing anything.
You weren't, yeah.
I had a 15-month drought recently, similar to TJ on Potomac, and Stacy, if we want to be real. And I'm going someplace with this. So I had a 15-month drought because I was going through something. Plus, I don't like to put myself out there. Not everybody can say they have this. And listen, at this age, in this stage in my life, I just need something different. So
Yeah.
I had a 15-month drought, and I met an African, and
Yeah, and it turned into SWV. Rain down on me, and the drought was over, baby. That's how it happened, ain't it? Okay, the water was bountiful and plentiful. I know that's right. Split splash, like Tyler. What Tyler say? Nigga, make me what? Make me water. I know that's right, Tyler. No reason. It's no reason why you shouldn't be enjoying yourself, bro. It's no reason why you shouldn't be outside having fun, enjoying the fruits of your labor, letting people appreciate your dynamic personality, see you at your top level form. You've been in the gym on your shit. You know what I'm saying? You always got it on. You know, I like that from my friends. So I am a strong proponent of you being outside and dating freely and just doing your thing, dog. It's time for you to have some fun, and you deserve it. You work hard, so we play hard. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Dustin. So speaking of playing hard and being hard, one of the people that we want to get into is Stacey and TJ. So they're both celibate. And listen, I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you cook.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, because at this point, we all see the same thing, right? But I think people are calling TJ the wrong F word, right? He's flagrant. That's what he is. TJ is flagrant. And that's what I think the issue is. TJ is flagrant. And this is what I mean. The things that he was saying where they were at Jazzy's party celebrating her man's Super Bowl win and then visiting the White House, you know, that distinguished, dignified party. And TJ came in there, number one, his eyebrows were raised the entire time that he was on camera this week. Every time you saw him, you know, a motherfucker lying and trying to pull one over on you in them eye. If the whole time a person talking to you, they doing like this, you know, that's the first sign. That's red flag number one. Not only were they raised, they were drawn on. Okay, so at this point it's flagrant, right? Like he's wearing a fishnet shirts on Watch What Happens Live. He's talking shit about not having sex with her, not just saying, hey, you know, Stacey's a beautiful woman, and because of my faith-based principles, I'm looking forward to marrying her so I can love her in totality. You know what I'm saying? He's not offering anything to explain his lack of physical desire for her. So when you couple that with his aesthetic, I think we're all arriving at the same destination. What the Uber said, you have arrived at your destination. You've arrived at your destination. I think we're all there. And I hate people just calling men gay that are not traditionally or stereotypically masculine presenting, right? That doesn't always mean that a man is interested in having sex with another man in any way. It does not mean that. So I've been trying my best to avoid that talk, but we here now, bro.
No, we here now. And listen, it has to get addressed on the reunion. What's interesting is I think it's one of those things where no one should be mad at people questioning it, because it is weird. It's a
reasonable question. It's reasonable.
Yeah, it's a reasonable question. It's based on what we're seeing, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, listen, I'm gonna tell you what I think it is, and it is what it is. And Stacey, listening, come on my podcast to respond to it. I think they both playing us in our faces. My opinion, Carlos King believes this relationship with Stacey and TJ was cooked up for a storyline. I don't buy it. I don't get any chemistry from them. Okay.
But does that offend you? Are you offended by her putting that story on the show if it's not actually a real relationship in her life?
Yeah. I mean, me and you have more chemistry than they do, Dustin, right?
Yeah.
Because my thing is this. It's evident that he doesn't want you. And listen, I understand men who are faith-based and they do choose to get married when they want to, you know, have sex, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Carol and Lee, let's have a real conversation. Nothing speaks of romance when I see them. They look like two best friends. They look like two people who go watch a movie together. I pick, and they both split the bill. We both split the bill when we go out.
Yeah.
That's what it gives me. So look, I love Stacey. I think Stacey's a great addition.
Yeah.
These eyeballs and my spidey senses and my producing skills is telling me this is made up and that they're both in on it. And I believe that we'll find out more at the reunion.
We sure will. And the thing about it is we do know him to be an actor. Saw a clip of him on Sister Sister today. So it
He was
is
on
what you're
Super
saying. You're
Sister?
right. Sister Sister back in the day. Yes.
Doing what?
Acting and hugging Lisa Landry. That's what he was doing in the picture I saw. And look at the sirens coming to get us for being messy. But that's what he was doing. That's what he was doing.
Okay.
I saw a clip. So he been out here trying to chip away at more visibility, which any actor is doing. There's nothing wrong with that, but he's had an obvious mission, and it looks like he landed on Potomac doing that. It is what it is. That what we know for sure, right, is that it ain't no relationship between the two of them. That's what we know for sure. Now, how it got there, I think we can figure that out, along the way. But ain't nothing going on between Stacey and TJ. And he acts like he doesn't like her. Did you see the clip of the preview for next week that they released, like the sneak peek where he told her to get her hand off of him? Did you see that?
Yes.
Get your hand off of me. The way I would have cut up at that table, that white outfit would have been red. Okay, the motherfucker talking, get your hand, nigga. You at my event on my show that I got that your thirsty ass is trying to garner some attention on. Know your place, my nigga, and stay in it. And that's when Stacey Savage should have came out. But I think if we watch her more, we'll see more opportunity.
Well, yeah, but I also think Stacey probably figured, like, if I say that to him, then he won't film with me because her husband isn't filming with her.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get a chance to see any of Stacey's personal life. And again, I am not here to suggest anything. What I
don't know, yeah.
I'm just saying that he's an actor, similar to how Chrishell, who was an actress, got on Selling Sunset, and she hasn't picked up a script since she's been on Selling Sunset and is the face of Selling Sunset. DJ is looking to be on The Real Boys of Potomac. He's at the Clubhouse. He was happy. I've seen TJ, Big James, smile more being behind the bar at Watch What Happens Live than being behind Stacey in a group scene.
And well, the good thing is Stacey is a beautiful ass woman who she already was visible, already was doing her thing on TV news and then on QVC. Now she's a household name on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Somebody will find her beautiful, in shape, articulate self and present themselves as worthy, and she'll get a real man out of this. At least, please let that be on the other end of this, because TJ, there's nothing at the end of that road for her. That's what we know for sure. Nothing.
Well, we have saw in this episode, Dustin, because last week you made mention of Ashley's divorce or lack thereof. So in this episode, she revealed an update about her divorce standing and how she is moving forward with it. Do you buy it? No.
I also think that it was a vague, piss poor, broad stroke of information that really told us absolutely nothing. Well, the divorce is moving forward. Duh, nigga, that's what you've been saying for the past how many years and seasons, that you're making progress and moving forward or whatever. We don't know anything more than we knew before. The only thing we do know is that we did see her children. I said we had only seen them on FaceTime. We did see her children this week. It was good to see them little boys. Love Ashley or hate her. When watching we watch those kids be born on TV. We get to see an update on them growing up. That felt good. It also felt good, I'm just gonna say it, them kids looked a little blacker. The older Ashley's kids get, they looking a little bit more black. Okay, now that we will say, I looked at that Dylan, that's the little one. He looked the most like his father before when we seen them. When we saw them today, I saw Sheila. Ain't that Ashley's mama? I saw Sheila coming up out of Dylan and Dean and them, and so that was good to see. While Ashley does let us all the way into her mother's life and her mother's dirty laundry, that's not working anymore. We don't care about what's going on with your mama and her man. We care about what's going on with you and yours, Ashley. So all of these exterior, these relationships that exist on the perimeter of her existence on this show, we don't give a damn about. I could care less what's going on with her mama and the bum nigga that she was taking care of. I want to know what's going on with Ashley and her husband that she's going through a divorce with. Why don't we have an update? You can talk around things enough to paint a clear picture for us, because you're the first person who is attaching yourself onto any nugget of information that you want to further investigate regarding everybody else on this show. So I'm not buying it. No, I did not buy that update.
Yeah, and you know, I do agree with you in terms of, listen, I'm not invested in Sheila's relationship because we don't get, we didn't see it. You can listen, you can talk
He's
about
not
it.
on the show.
Yeah, he's not on the show. We don't get to see Sheila at home. I don't care to know what your mom is going through because
Right.
we're not seeing it. We have seen you and Michael deal with the moments from your marriage. And the fact that we're not getting it, there has been this sort of like call to action about why is Ashley on the show. A lot of people are questioning her relevancy. You know, I've said before that Ashley is a beautiful girl and you can't take that away from her. And at one point in time, she was needed. She was messy. She was a messy one. My opinion, I just think Ashley has worn out her welcome on this show. It doesn't take away from the amazing work she's done for the past couple of seasons. I give Ashley all the credit in the world for making Potomac what it is today. I think when you look at Beverly Hills Housewives, how the only OG is Karen. When you look at the Real Housewives, I mean Kyle. When you look at the Real Housewives of Jersey, the only OG is Teresa. When you look at the Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's no OG anymore, right? All the season 1 girls are gone. I just don't understand the necessity of Ashley, and I think Ashley needs to move on, do Summer House, do the Valley,
do something else.
House of Villains.
Just do something else. And that's by no means saying she's not valuable to the show. What it's saying is that because she's refused to answer the pertinent, pressing questions that we have based on what she's shown previous, you can't let us in on the fact that your husband was accused of assaulting all these men, these male staffers. You can't let us in on the fact that your husband was in these hotel rooms with other people all over the country and in other countries and all of that shit, and then not give us the update. It's like that happened. She said she was filing for divorce. We didn't hear nothing else. And as we've asked, as Andy Cohen has asked, as the other ladies on the show have asked, not only has she dodged and deflected questions, but then she's been incessantly messy with other people on the show. And that's when it starts to feel imbalanced as a viewer. It's like, I'm not having fun watching you no more because you ain't telling me nothing about what's really going on with you. Nothing.
Agree. And listen, I love Karen. You love Karen too. Yeah. Karen doesn't tell us everything that's going on with her, but at least Karen clocks in, read these girls. She'll give you something, but Karen is so interesting and plays this amazing grand dame role that you're also not all the way upset when you feel like, what's really going on with you and Ray? Because to me, the way she handles those questions, I at least am like, you know what? I may not believe everything, but I ain't mad at it.
Well, let's talk about it. I think the Karen issue, right? And Karen is my favorite Potomac housewife, right? The Karen issue is that she made an issue when there was no issue. Karen might not have had the most to talk about in her personal life. And I think she played up the whole, oh, me and Ray are going through changes in our marriage, or we're figuring something out in our marriage, and wasn't nothing going on. Karen said that for the show. They might have had 1 or 2 arguments like they always have. They're not having marital problems. And so when people try to get to the bottom of that, of what's going on with her and Ray, it's coming up short and the conversation never progresses because there ain't shit to say. Nothing's going on with Ray. Ray is older than Karen, happy to be here, okay? His wife is making a ton of money over at Bravo now and completely in her own world. He doesn't have to dote on her as much. Ray is in a great position as a husband at the station of life that he's at. He's in an incredible position. Him and Karen just fine. He lets her exaggerate certain things for the show, you know what I'm saying? And they keep rolling. We've never seen blue eyes, quote unquote. We've never seen any real materialization of any of the shit that they've thrown at her, the accusations of these other relationships and shit. It's just not happening. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Karen Huger is a master at Housewives, okay? And she proved it this week when they had that ridiculous brunch to check on Karen from her DUI, right? And Ashley and Giselle were asking her those questions or whatever. Karen answered them, and then when she couldn't answer them, she said, well, no, I can't answer that particular question. And she said, but thank you, Giselle. Thank you, okay, for being here for me, because I'm here for you too. Because I did hear that Jamal got engaged. How are you doing with that? Man, Carlos, I stood up in front of my television. I said, well, there it is. This is why I can't fuck with her, man. This is why right here.
It's hard to be mad at Karen because of everything you just said.
And and it was right on time. Giselle and Ashley both have been skating by with minimal contribution when it comes to personal story, but have been hell-bent on digging deep into the other lady's personal story, and that's where it feels unfair and unbalanced with them. You know, Giselle is being the nice lady this year. She is trying to pour in to everybody and be a friend, but still be messy enough. I'm not gonna say, Karen, you're a drunk and she got a DUI, it's fucked up. What I'm gonna do is say, Karen, I know we fought before, but I'm really your girl. You can talk about it with me. Let's talk about it where I can get to the information, but still be a little bit messy in my confessionals and play along, because she doesn't have Robin. When Robin was around, Giselle was telling motherfuckers, don't touch me. I ain't talking to you. Get out of my face. You ain't shit. It was very, very harsh and abrasive. This season, she's warming up because she knows she has to be in the mix, and I'm happy to see it. A softer side of Giselle is welcome.
I
Still
love
shady,
it.
still ain't shit, just a little softer. Yeah.
Giselle's having a great season. I do love it. And Giselle is fun because she can't help herself. Like, she has this sort of messy, and we saw that at the event that Jazzy was throwing for her NFL soon-to-be husband. Right?
What a great first event, right, Carlos? What a great all-cast introduction to your all-cast event. The ballroom was beautiful. That's some money. You know how them rates go to rent a hotel ballroom in DC like that? That's
money.
You know what we was looking at. And so she had the perfect little, what was that? Was it Chanel or St. John? It was a little knitted like two-piece she had on, soft curls. Happy to see her, man. There he is. Had that soft voice. Like, Jazzy and Kiana. Kiana came back on this episode and said, by the way, Mia, I ain't like that shit you had to say last time I see you. My man ain't no drug dealer. That's him over there in that Gucci, and he ain't no drug dealer. Okay, let's clear that up. And Mia
did clock her though, Dustin, when KK said he's a social worker. Mia said he looks like one.
Yeah, she did. And the thing about it is, Mia looked nice that day. Mia looked nice when she said it.
Nice
let it rock.
Dustin.
Mia looked nice that day. You know damn well she don't need to wear no blonde hair. You know it's not becoming on her. The black hair makes her, it slenderizes her face and softens her in a way that harsh blonde hair does not. And it makes her, I don't like looking at her in her confessionals with that silver gray and blonde hair. I don't like it. I think she looks much better, softer, and it's more appealing to you with dark hair. Yeah. She looked good at Jazzy's event. And you know who else looked good at Jazzy's event? Ashley. That dress she had on with them red roses on it, that straight long hair, youthful. She looked good at Jazzy's event. I thought the conversation between Karen and Mia was hilarious. Again, Karen being a master of housewives, but we can make peace. But I tell you, if you do it again, I will go low again. Okay? She let them know. I love it. And I'm gonna tell you something else with the Karen thing, Carlos. They're using this to have something to talk about with Karen. Karen's not an alcoholic. Karen doesn't have a drinking problem. Karen was out getting her drink on. She got caught up and got a second DUI. There's a difference. You know it. You've seen people who are stumbling around drunk, getting into fights, wreaking havoc in their homes, and you see the physical manifestations of their alcoholism. You're not seeing that with Karen. She got caught. You know what I'm saying? Got in an accident, fucked the car up. It's not minimizing the impact of that or the negative nature of it, but she's not in these dire straits that these ladies are trying to put her in as far as her having an issue. And people like Mia are really pissing me off with that, because it's like, let's talk about you. Let's talk about what's going on with you. We saw a scene this week. Gordon woke up. I said what they say in the Bible, get up, Lazarus. They said, get up, Gordon, this week, okay? Gordon he rose. Gordon said, I don't like none of this shit, and I'm not afraid to pretend like I do. You was wrong. You knew you was wrong. What about this? What about that? He called out that abortion that we ain't know about that she had by him 2 times. They cheated together. Gordon said, y'all have made it look like I'm okay with this shit, and I'm not. And I'm not going for it. and he was stopping I forget his name, Ink. He was stopping Ink dead in his tracks. Ink is way too comfortable in that household, way too involved in the decisions they're making as a family, way too comfortable on camera. All of that makes me uncomfortable. I'm not buying that Ink shit. I saw in the preview for next week, we trying to do what's best for these kids. We gotta do what's best for the kids. You lucky them knives didn't start flying in that kitchen and coming out that knife. But you talking about the paternity of somebody's child? That's a dangerous fucking game. That's a dangerous game to play, man. And I think that's too far for the show. I don't think we need to go that far. Talk about the fact that your marriage is breaking up. Be candid about that. But this whole Ink being around thing is too much for me. It's too much.
Okay. So I disagree with you. I don't mind, because I'm big on following the reality, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't mind. I will say this: the paternity of the kids. Obviously, I do understand how a lot of people don't like that because you are involving an innocent kid. So I do understand that. I totally get it. I 1000% understand it, right? I don't mind the love triangle storyline because that is Mia's reality. And to me, Potomac was suffering so long from us getting anything real anymore because it was about, the campiness of, just like silly stuff and their arguments, whatever.
Surface shit.
Yeah. So listen, I do believe that Gordon wanted to expose Mia. I think, and Mia, listen up, baby. Gordon used this season to expose you. Because no man that I know is going to be okay with another man. Like Dustin said, I do agree with this. Ink is very comfortable in that condo.
Too comfortable.
And
too comfortable.
He's very comfortable. And I think
I'm here supporting my girl. Nigga, what? Her husband is addressing her, and you tell I'm here supporting my girl. The arrogance was so disrespectful to me. And whether they've allowed that to exist or not, as a man, you a grown man just like I am, Carlos. As a man, it's up to you to move a certain way and carry yourself with a certain you should have a certain je ne sais quoi. Like you should just move a certain way. Like be a player, my nigga. A player ain't gonna be sitting there arguing back and forth in a verbal tennis match with Gordon. You're not even gonna be around, baby. Go handle that with your husband, your kid's father. I'll be right here. We'll go eat after you get done with that. Go do our thing later tonight. Take care of your business. I'm over here. You keep it respectful and keep it separated. Ink wants to be on camera. Ink been wanting to be on camera. Just you're right. Follow the reality, but the reality shouldn't be this. That's what the issue is.
Part? Okay. Which part though? Because I agree.
I think that Ink taking up so much space in this is a problem. Have a sit down scene with Ink, Mia, and Gordon during the season as the culmination of the story you told about Gordon and Mia breaking up and her having a relationship with Ink, which we should see her and Ink together. We shouldn't see her, Ink, and Gordon in that house arguing with them kids in the next room like that. That's what we shouldn't see. Build the story up, have them have a sit down somewhere, right, Los? Where we've been waiting on this all season, and now we see what Gordon had to say to Ink, what Ink had to say to Gordon. It shouldn't be the norm like it's become. And that's the part I think that's why you got the reaction Gordon got. Look how different his story was in the scene we saw at their home in this season versus his disposition at the reunion. When he was saying, look, Mia's been great to me. I messed up. It's my fault. No.
Yeah, no, listen. So I do agree that a conversation like that around kids should not take place. I 1000% agree with that, right? What I do want to see, and we got a chance to see in this episode, was them having a conversation. Yeah. And because the thing is this, it was hard for me to comprehend the comfortability between Ink and Gordon that Mia said was happening on the reunion last season. I thought that was strange. And when I interviewed Ink on my podcast, Ink did say like, no, Gordon's cool, like we all good. And I'm like, I don't see any man having 3 kids by a woman and being okay with her high school sweetheart coming in. Like I didn't think that. Now, what I do think is this. We know that, and I'm only saying this because Gordon revealed it. Gordon revealed he has bipolar disorder, right? And one of the symptoms of that is your mood swings, right? So that's why for me, as I was watching it, a part of me was like, is it mood swings?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Is Gordon going through a mood swing? Because he is bipolar and he told us he was. And that's one of the many symptoms that you have. Now, with that being said, Gordon revealing Mia had an abortion on camera, and you may disagree with me, I thought that was too much.
I agree with you.
Yeah. I
think the way it was done in a combative state, again, it's just a difference. Think back to last season. The world was rocked when we saw that scene of Mia and Gordon at the end of season finale last year, where they had that conversation in the apartment, right? We could not believe it. We were caught off guard, surprised by it. Turn this into that moment, because the constant exposure to all of them together, it's just starting to feel messy. That's it for me. Just starting to feel messy.
Yeah, and I think for me, listen, everyone knows I love Mia, right? And I love seeing her reality in terms of, I may not agree with the love triangle.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But just like I watched Jocelyn, Stevie J, and Mimi.
Yep.
And did not agree with Stevie J throwing a drink in Jocelyn's face and coming down to the meet between Jocelyn and Mimi and having Jocelyn's pregnancy test with her urine still in it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a viewer, I'm all in. So for me, because a lot of people are saying this, I want to get your thoughts, Justin. A lot of people have said to me, and when I say people, it's some of my raindrops. They have said Mia belongs on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
And I disagree. I think Mia is giving Potomac something new and fresh that the show needed, because we needed something to talk about outside of Karen versus Giselle.
Yeah. Okay. 2 things can be true at once, right? Because Mia herself has been very candid. First of all, shout out to Mia for being transparent, right? Because at the end of the day, that's the ultimate currency.
Justin gave Mia a compliment.
Yeah. I like Mia. I liked her in season 6. I liked her in season 7. Last year, it was a different experience for me. This season, I'm struggling a little bit, right? However, I appreciate what she brings to the show as far as her willingness to be 100% transparent about what's going on in her life. I think she kind of was the one that nobody really saw coming, because she kind of just was thrusted into the forefront with her honesty, which we appreciate, right? Season 8 Mia was completely different from season 6 Mia. That's a different Mia. And hey, I think that that's great. I just think that the whole Ink storyline, it feels like she's trying to present it in a way to make it palatable for us. And I'll speak for us, the viewers, when I say we're not interested.
You're not interested?
I think that a love triangle is cool, but I think the third point of the triangle has to stick out just as much as the other 2. And in this case, you got Mia, huge personality, willing to go to the edge with things. You've got Gordon, which you can attribute his behavior to whatever you want, but Gordon is willing to kind of go there. We believe the reactions that we're getting from him. We believe the reactions that we're getting from me in this situation. Then you got Ink, who did an interview on your podcast before we really even saw him good on the show, and was down to do it. Like, I'm here to tell my story. Like, I want y'all to hear me. You got Ink, who shows up to the events holding Mia's hand, taking pictures, holding her ass when she's going through the end of the marriage with Gordon, but he's down to be on her Instagram in the pictures. We don't know his name. We're being forced to call him Ink because he wants that image. He wants Ink to be the image that we get. You know, I think that's where I'm losing. I'm disconnecting. I think it's Ink. Maybe if the other point of that love triangle was a stronger, was stronger in other ways, I'd be a little more interested. I don't care nothing about her and Ink.
It's okay. Now I get it. You're struggling with the Ink character.
Yeah, and as a man, it just don't sit right with me to watch him just say the way he answered that when Gordon was like, "So you think Jeremiah is your child?" Yeah, I do. I told you that. All of that arrogance and shit for me, it's a wrap. And the way Mia is just sitting there pacifying, and she's always stepping in for him. She's always legitimizing him or reintroducing his presence to the cast in another way. Always. Mia trying to make fetch happen with this Ink shit. And I know that I'm not the only person who sees that ending in a way that's not positive for her. To me, Ink seems like the kind of guy who will be married to her. Simon all over again. Simon and Portia all over again. The same way when Simon and Portia started going through the fallout of their marriage and it got real nasty, real messy, real quick. Other people involved, names, Instagram stories, all the messy shit. I foresee the exact same thing with Mia and Ink. And it didn't have to be like that. You could have just left Gordon the fuck alone and lived a single life. Mia sexy, tall, you know what I'm saying? She'll definitely stand 10 toes down. So I think that, you know what I'm saying?
Are you referencing her big feet?
Right. So I think that a single season Mia, I think Mia would have stood in the single divorced outside in the city gap the way that we wish Ashley would have when she divorced Michael Darby. I think Mia would have been a better fit for that. Mia would have done I'm happy where Quiet is to this day. I love what I see of her new relationship, but when she first divorced Dr. G on Married to Medicine, I anticipated Quiet living in a high rise in Atlanta, driving a sports car all over the city, being young and beautiful and living the life that we see she lives off camera, but I love the way her story has ended. So I don't want to make that comparison, but that's what I would have liked to see from Mia post-divorce. Now you going into this relationship with this guy that we're trying to understand. I would have liked for her next man to be questionless. Okay. You know what I mean? I would have liked to see that. So.
No. I actually, thank you, Dustin. I actually understand it more. Yeah. In terms of like what you're struggling with is the Ink component of it all, because you feel like it would have been nice to see, obviously, Gordon and Mia go through this transition of separation and divorcing. Mia we could see her being single. Ink is somebody she's seeing, but
we just want to see her be single. We want we want invisible Ink, Carlos. That's what we want. We want invisible ink. That's what we want, Carlos. We want invisible ink.
You want invisible ink. Mm-hmm. So you would have been able to digest the transition between Mia and Gordon. The Ink is throwing you off because it's too much too soon.
It's too much too soon. It feels less than genuine. And it is making me question the authenticity of the whole damn thing. You know what I mean? As opposed to feeling for Mia and feeling for Gordon in this time. Ink makes me feel like, well, are they doing a Stacey and TJ? Is this all? What is this? Is this all a show again for them? What is it? What is it? So that's where I'm at with the Mia and Ink of it all. And I hate her blonde hair.
You are Chef Boyardee. You cook tonight. And I am happy to have you join me.
Thank you so much.
Listen, not everybody can make me think alternative thoughts. So you left me with a lot of questions that I need to answer and figure out. But wow, okay. I get it. So look, thank you, Dustin Ross, for coming on. I'm so happy.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. It was good being here this week, man. And we got to talk about these bells because I have a lot of comments. So we're gonna figure that out because we got to catch up.
There's a lot going on. We're gonna figure that out. And it's funny because somebody
Yeah.
said I would love to get Dustin's thoughts on that in Huntsville. So
Yeah.
Dustin, I am figuring out this whole like YouTube thing. I need, guys, listen, Raindrops, I may do another night of this because I can't squeeze everything into Mondays.
Yeah. You got so
Right?
much going on, dog. It's just listen, your cup runneth over. That God is good. We love that.
All the time. All the time,
Yep.
God is good. So
Yep.
we'll get more of Dustin as well. So thank you, Dustin. I love you, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you. All right, love you, Lo. See y'all.
See ya. Guys, what a night. Oh, you stayed there till Dustin can do all three. Hey, So Fancy. So Fancy is a Raindrop. She's always here. I love you, So Fancy. What a night. Boys' night was good. Boys' night was good. Man Up Monday. Marsau, thank you. Glendale, thank you. Dustin, thank you. Raindrops, I want to end with this. I thank you guys so much. I love my Raindrops. You guys are so amazing. And if I don't ever get a chance to tell you how much I love you tonight, I want to dedicate to you all. Thank you for your constant support, your love for me, your dedication. It does not get lost on me. I ran into a lot of y'all over the weekend. I ran into a Raindrop in Target. Hey, girl. She said she'll watch tonight. It was nice to meet you in Target as I'm shopping for personal items. So I thank you for all the love you guys show me. I just want to say thank you. It lifts me up. And I got some surprises for y'all. Last time I did a giveaway where I had a few Raindrops attend the premiere of Bold and Bougie. And I got a chance to meet a lot of Raindrops. Sheridan is my queen Raindrop, who I love. And I got a chance to meet her. So I'm going to do more of that. So I got a lot of announcements to make, but I want to be able to do more where I'm able to meet my Raindrops because you guys' devotion and dedication to me means a lot to me. Thank you, Checking You Boo. I love your Sunday inspiration. Continue. I will. So thank you, Raindrops. I got something special for y'all for the holidays. But it's only for the Raindrops, not the ones who be coming into this chat pretending to be one. I see you and I love you anyway. All right. Have a good night. I love you guys and I'll see y'all. Oh, okay. Raindrops. I have an exclusive interview dropping tomorrow. And it's not with the reality star. I have an exclusive interview with someone tomorrow. And she reveals everything y'all have ever wanted to know. It's a woman. She's not a reality star. She is iconic. She is an actress. I have a Black actress who is iconic. Not Kamala. I love y'all. Look at Kamala next, child. But I have a Black actress who's iconic that I've spoken to. No, this is the thing. If I tell you the first letter of her name, it'll give it away. You are not going to be disappointed. We talked for almost 2 hours. That's dropping tomorrow. Not Oprah. Not yet. I'm manifesting everything. All right. So Zendaya, stop saying names. Okay. Let me look at the comments to see if y'all said her name. Y'all not gonna get it. But I will say this. She is someone who is everything. It drops at noon tomorrow. 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all hit the notification button and y'all subscribe to my channel. It drops tomorrow, Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. and it does not disappoint. And then I may drop another video for y'all this week. Will you let Oprah interview you? Yes. Yes. If Oprah interviews me, I will tell Oprah everything. I may even reveal more in my interview with Oprah than I do on my Monday Night Live to the Raindrops. Okay? All right. I got to go. It's 9 o'clock. Thanks for staying up late. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow and maybe again the end of the week. All right. Bye, Raindrops. I love you. One of y'all is close. Bye.